masculinity 2.0.
Hey, how are we
So
doing
for like,
today?
ever, the toxic men were running on the whole physical strength, T levels, representative by your physique. All right, that's where we get the whole alt-right gym culture from. That's where we get the idolization. You're sure to get a great deal. Here's the map. You want, price your love, and the grain show today.
You're so lucky to have a partner like Matt. He keeps the house pristine. Even when he's playing his favorite game, Royal Kingdom, he still finds time to show how much he cares. So useful. He painted this lovely portrait of me. It kind of looks like this other one he has of King Richard. I don't really think much of it. He's just so great around the house. Oh, he wrote me a love letter recently. Our love is like Royal Kingdom, always expanding. Oh.
I think you're the left.
Oh, that's my Mac.
So now, having a good physique, having a good bicep circumference, having the cut abs and the big pecs and the boulder shoulders and the Dorito back. Oh, that's for the females. That's some women shit, right, Brad? Because that's essentially what
I love it, dude. I don't think I could have asked for a better example of how to show how feminine you can be. So I do appreciate it, and I do believe
he's standing 10 toes down on it. Let me show you my femininity.
What I love even more is that you thought.
Ah.
I love that. This is some funny shit. Well, let me go ahead and do a lat spread to
So we've already got the low test
demonstrate.
So we got. Listen. I appreciate the example.
My sexual dimorphism.
So we have the low testosterone, but now we also have the other problem. Yeah. We have the other problem of your lack of experience in life.
Oh, okay.
So you're weak. You're both weak, and you have bad judgments. Which unfortunately Parker keeps running from when I bring up the bad judgment.
Yeah.
So maybe you won't run but then again, you're on the same T level as fucking Parker, so you probably will run.
Hi Boston, how are you?
To me and everybody here, how did you consider it a microaggression that Z had used in that chat room when everybody of sound mind can clearly see it wasn't that? Could it possibly be that you weighed the pros and cons? You know what? If I throw this community leader under the bus for Black people, I then get Black cred. Us and us other TikTokers. Maybe you could explain that to me. That way I get a better idea of your different character and you're not low key count, according to you. Maybe explain to me how anybody else could see that
that's good.
An accidental microaggression.
So you just asked me how I saw it as a microaggression.
To judge your character, yeah.
Other people see it as a microaggression.
By the way,
then you went on to say that other people see it as a microaggression. So that one was
real quick.
But I'm just going to go ahead and address everything that you just said. Now, the first thing that you said there was that something wrong with me.
Before you go.
No, I let you speak for 3 minutes. Calm down.
I understand.
Boy. Calm down, low T beta soy boy. It's time for you to suck on the pinky. What are you going to do? Gonna go commit 92% violent crimes like every other man. Listen, bro, I understand that you've never made a woman in your life finish. Can you let me finish my sentence, please? You are the author of your own future here. You can start letting people finish. You are capable.
Sure, as
you are able. Dean, you are the author of the future.
Quite frankly, women should not have rights. Quite frankly.
We address we begin a new chapter. Today, we let other people finish.
I can't stop. Not gonna stop. One qualifier is this. One qualifier is this. Know that right now. Just know your character is being judged as of right now. So please explain the microaggressions so that we can understand.
I'm to respond to everything that you just said.
Just the Z. Just the Z thing. Just
No.
why did you
No, I'm gonna
throw
respond.
Z under the bus?
I'm gonna respond.
No, I just want to know one thing for your character.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't want me to respond to the other things that
So
you said? You're out of
one thing
luck.
is all one
Ooh.
thing.
No,
One thing I
you
care
said
about.
you said two other things too.
They're too bright.
Respond to some of the things
I
you
care
said.
about the-
Say it with me.
Bam.
Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights.
So, oh,
I don't hear about Z.
sucks.
I don't hear about Z.
Oh, that's
I
okay.
think we all tell you what. How about you ask your chat? Hey, chat. Do you guys want me to finally clarify the Z situation so I don't look as cool?
I'm actually going to respond to every single thing you
So
said.
you're
No, I'm not running. I'm
You're running
addressing
from
the points that you made in a linear
you're running from
order.
the stuff. What other question is there besides how you sized up Z's?
Sure, you also
Interaction
made
to
a
be a
comment about
microaggression.
you made a comment about my lack of life experience. I'm gonna respond to that first.
Right, and this question about Z is to give me a better insight as to how you came to the conclusion that
Hey,
you
bro.
did. So I know that you're not a fucking Weasley little jerk who did what he did simply to get the black community on your side on TikTok, along with a couple of other people who I very much question their judgment. And two, I want to make sure you're not a low testosterone man who literally thinks, you know what? Misogyny or microaggressions are valid reasons to throw people like Z under the bus, because the more I learn about this girl building up the unfuck America from the ground, and then you doing that, I have to think to myself, boy, he really must have had a justifiable reason for siding with people over a microaggression, which again, at best, you would say is a accidental microaggression, because I didn't see any fucking thing in there that made me think, oh, this bitch is racist. This is the route we gotta go. So I understand your judgment, child, with no
Oh,
experience.
Child?
Explain how you came to the conclusion with your girlfriend Parker that was a microaggression worth throwing a community leader under the bus for.
So if you want to call somebody else a child, I'd make sure in the future that you don't make that comment with the composure of a child.
Are we crying first before this? Are we gonna cry? Go ahead and get the cry out. You know what, guys? Send them donations. That'll make them feel better.
I
Go
would
ahead,
argue
donate
that the-
$20. Donation to him, Dean. You had every reason to go after Z.
I would argue that the only person crying in this conversation is you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why aren't
listen,
you answering? Then why aren't you answering the fucking question, bitch?
sure.
I haven't heard why. Ooh, because you're not saying what we want to hear.
You're controlling
Everybody wants to
life.
hear why you threw Z under the bus. Nothing else. Go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to respond to everything that you said. If
Oh,
only
you
want-
are about to fucking cry. Holy fuck. Yeah, let me hear you talk right now. Try to get it out. Keep it steady. Go.
If you only want me to respond to one thing, then only say one thing.
There you go. Then the one thing it is, Z. Go. I'll say
Unfortunately-
nothing else as long as that's what comes out of your fucking mouth, child.
Unfortunately, you've already
This
said
is
out something.
entertaining.
Oh my God, you're about to cry again. You know what, dude? Just go ahead and kick me and cry. Just go ahead and cry.
We're already to the kick me, please. I haven't even responded yet.
Then
It's the tactic of, oh, you have something else to say? Go ahead. I'm willing to let you speak as much as you want. You continue to make a fool out of yourself. Oh, wait. You got to take with you because you just got a restriction for harassment and bullying. But sure, yeah, I'll go ahead and respond to it all. So the first thing that you said was experience, and you believe it focused on.
Wasted your life screaming
Yeah.
at people half your age on the internet because you can't find a woman that's willing to give you attention for more than a single date before she files the restraining order. I mean, what else the fuck do you have to do? Job? No, you're unemployed. School? No, you never went in the first place. TV, you watch the same 10 shows, then you get bored again. You're 43. You've had some time to rewatch them. The last thing you have available is to scream at people on the internet. Now, to the second point about Z, yeah, sure. I'll explain my thoughts on Z and her microaggressions and why I supported leaving the Unfuck America tour. As soon as you tell us your thoughts about Trump and the rape case and why you support a rapist as president. What the fuck are we doing talking about random Democratic influencers named Z? Bro, we live in a crisis where our country is killing 160 schoolgirls in an elementary school. We live in a crisis where 10 million people are losing health insurance. Half of this country is losing their purchasing power. 3 million people are losing food stamps. Our president is attacking the Constitution, the first article, the second, the First Amendment, the second, the third, the fourth, not the third, the fourth, the 10th, the 14th, and the 22nd. Okay, we live in a crisis where we have a president who gave full and your largest fucking enemy is Z. God. I mean, you really are bored. Yeah, well, we're going to move on to the next guest, Finn. Only up inside of that queue if you happen to be MAGA. Dude really is bored. Yeah, man must be real fucking bored. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Yeah,
Okay, awesome. How old are you?
20, and I was born in August 2005.
Okay, you've been up here before. You're a troll. Be rad. You got another 9 minutes in timeout, buddy. We're going to move on to our next guest, Brian. Hi, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Oh yeah.
All right. Now, am I going to let you speak? And are you going to make a complete and utter fool out of yourself, very similar to the last guest? Or are you,
No, not
are
really.
you here to give me a composed argument for why you think that Trump is a good president?
Here's my deal. I've been around for a while, and I just know what it is for a middle class worker compared to a Democrat in office compared to a Republican. I'm going to say that.
So you
Under
think that the middle
Obama-
class is better off today under Trump?
Not right now, but I'm going to tell you
Does
the
this not
differences.
contradict your hypothesis?
But not right now.
Okay,
Under
so then your
Obama was the
hypothesis has
worst
been falsified.
period I've ever had. I had to work 2 jobs. My wife worked 1 to begin to afford anything in this country.
Okay, to be fair,
Period.
like, sure, do I want to give you pushback on that point? Yeah, kinda, right?
Please.
But am I going to?
Look it.
No, because
Look,
Obama,
you're not old enough.
Ju-
You don't even remember it.
just like Z, Obama is not the topic of the live.
Okay,
Trump
on
is the topic
Trump.
of the live. Dude,
Okay,
it's
let's
crazy.
go back on
The
Trump and
last
tariffs.
thing that Trump supporters want to talk about today is Trump. Have you guys noticed that? B. Rad spent 15 minutes talking
Okay.
about
I'm going to say this.
my
I got one thing to
biceps
say
and
that-
testosterone levels.
I got
and
one
then
thing to say.
10 minutes talking about
Can you
Z.
make me some ice cream?
I don't
Where's
even
the
know what the fuck Z
conversation
is,
about
so we're good.
Trump?
Here's my deal
Defend
with
your
Trump.
president. Apparently, none of you can.
Is it fair for everybody else to charge us tariffs? We've never done it to this day.
What do you mean by listen? What do you mean by fair? Nothing is fair about macroeconomic theory under capitalism. If you want fairness, okay, then endorse social democracy, endorse socialism, or endorse communism. There's nothing fair about a totally. There's nothing. Listen, there's nothing fair about a totally unrestricted free marketplace. Now, secondarily, now let's stop using. Let's stop using the word fair. And let's start using the word economically advantageous. Okay, let's adopt the
Okay,
conservative
that's fine.
worldview
That is fine, 100%
of
fine.
nothing fair about the free market, baby, but we praise it nonetheless.
But
all
we've
right?
never done it.
Okay.
We've never charged anybody else's tariffs to this point, and everybody has done it to us.
So that's
So
not
you
true.
tell me what the difference is.
Okay. So first and
Please
foremost, that's
go.
not fair. That's not true. Not only for the
When?
first like
When?
for the first like 110 years of this country's history, the only form of taxation that we had was tariffs. Then both Biden and Donald Trump, under his first term and Biden's first term, had tariffs on
For
China,
what?
and under Biden, complete
It was
tariffs
it's a
and
very
sanctions on
minuscule
Russia.
amount.
We've tariffed the fuck out of like 1 billion countries. We've always used that as a leverage for soft power. But listen,
Oh my
tariffs
God,
aren't about
please,
fair.
dude.
Because when
You're
other
so
tariffs,
fucking wrong.
what am I
You're
wrong
so
about?
fucking wrong.
Then prove it.
The percentages. Go back and look the shit up. Compare we charge Canada for dumb stupid shit they bring down what we give them.
Okay.
Just Canada, just the
So-
one.
So we actually had a trade deal with Canada negotiated under Trump in his first term called the USMCA. So if you think that our trade with Canada was unfair before Donald Trump's
Meet Max Out. He's a credit wrecker. He doesn't know that using his full line of credit can lower his score. Don't be like Max Out. Learn how to avoid the wreckers at creditwreckers.com. Credit One Bank for what's ahead.
Whoa. Rewind that. That polo looks soft, stretchy, but holds its shape. What else do you guys have? Ah, classy details with casual and performance style. Yeesh, I'm sold. A polo for every player. Travis Matthew.
about that?
I mean, it is what it is. Every other country deals with it.
So when it's about the average American, not just being unfairly taxed, but illegally taxed, it is what it is. You're nuts.
To a certain point, every other country deals with it.
Aren't we supposed to be America, the land of the free, the exceptional needle in the haystack? Now you're telling us that we don't care, that you don't care that Trump has illegally taxed our citizens because other countries have done it too? We're
What's
at
our
the
tax
bottom of
rate
the
on
barrel,
the average
folks.
person?
I don't know what the average effective tax rate is.
It's
What
probably
is
60 or
irrelevant?
70% of everything you make. Income tax, everything you buy after tax.
Well, that's
tax.
not
That's
true.
every president. It don't change.
That's not true.
Please tell me how.
I know that the effective tax rate for the average American is not 70%. No.
30% right off the top.
30%, that might be a little bit closer to it. If we take in
Off the
federal
top.
taxes,
Everything else you buy,
if we
gas,
take in
fuel,
state
groceries,
taxes, if we consider sales tax, if we consider gas tax,
everything topped on
okay,
topped on
if
topped
if
on.
we consider everything, it's
Yes.
gonna be a little closer to 30%, not 70.
You're full of shit too, dude.
All right, what's your
Well, what
source?
is your actual job? What do you do?
This
What
is
your
my job.
paycheck say?
This is
So
my
then
job.
you don't fucking know.
I don't know
Go
what.
to a job.
Do you think I don't pay
taxes?
taxes?
I know you pay taxes.
Okay, then why don't I know about paying taxes, you idiot?
It's 30% or plus right off the top.
Well,
depending
no,
on what
answer
you
my
make.
question. What about the fact that my job is proving you idiots wrong all day means that I don't know about taxes? I pay taxes just like everyone else.
What's your percentage right off the top?
What's
On
my
what
like,
you make off
effective?
of your viewers?
What's my effective tax rate?
Probably 30% right off the top.
Okay, well, I once again want you to
That
answer
doesn't
the
count
question.
Social Security or
Can you
Medicare
can
or
you
nothing
answer?
else.
Can you please answer my question about why I wouldn't know about taxes? Because this is my job. If anything,
I don't
probably
know. I don't know what your
I
tax
probably
rates are.
know a little bit more about taxes than the average American because this is my job. I don't have an employer pay taxes on my behalf
Like I said, I
through
don't know.
through W-2 employment and then just have to file for a tax return. No, like I have to like
I'm a
itemize my
blue-collar guy.
income. I have to like itemize my like deductions, i.e. business expenses. So if anything, I might know a little bit more than the average American. Plus, the nature of my work, okay, is to
So you
research
get a little bit
public
more
policy
tax
and
deductions than
government.
the blue
So
collar
on
guy.
top of my personal experience of paying taxes, I also spend my days researching tax policy. So I changed my answer. I definitely know more about the average American than taxes.
So as a blue collar guy, I get more taxes taken out than you do because you know the tax break.
Well, I mean, theoretically, that could happen if I had a lot of business expenses, but I don't.
As a blue collar guy, we don't get to itemize that shit.
Yeah, right,
You get a W-2. This is what you got to pay.
right.
It's usually around 30%.
Are you saying that the working class of W-2 employees is unfairly taxed?
100%.
Okay. You know that Kamala Harris ran on tax cuts for 121 million working class Americans. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill effectively increased the taxes on the average American making at or under $51,000 per year, which is more than the median income of the median income for the average American.
Yeah, but it don't matter. Once you hit close to $100,000 per.
And wait, now tax cuts don't matter?
For the lower class, it does. But if you're in the middle class, it just fucks you. It don't matter what president it is.
Wait, wait, the middle class having lower taxes fucks the middle class?
To a certain percentage, yeah.
How? How does reducing the tax rate of the middle class fuck over the middle class?
Because you don't qualify for any benefits.
You're going to qualify for more benefits, given that we reduce the taxes on the working class, right? Like more benefits in the sense of like Obama's extended access to Medicaid through the ACA, Kamala Harris's massive increases in the child tax credits.
Okay, I'll put this here. I survived cancer. I couldn't even work. I didn't qualify for a goddamn benefit one in this fucking country. Not a one making $56,000 a year. Not a one.
What's
but
that?
300-pound woman could.
I zoned out there. Can you please repeat what you said?
Okay. So about 15 years ago, I went through cancer. Supposed to be terminal. Somehow I come out alive. Don't know how.
Good.
I could not qualify for any benefits because me and my wife made too much money. We was making about $65,000 at the time between the both of us.
Yeah, good. That's a good reason to vote for progressive. Politicians that think everybody, regardless of their income, should have access to universal universal health care through a public option, right? If you want to cry about the middle class not having protections under essential social safety nets, blame it on the Republicans. That's why you vote blue. That's why, dude, there's literally not a better case for voting blue. Okay. Because the Democrats think if you make right above the threshold of eligibility for Medicaid, that you still can't fucking pay for health insurance. And this is why everybody should have a universal public option, or even just public schooling. You understand that if it weren't for the left, public school wouldn't be free, right? We'd still be privatized institutions that you'd be paying for. And if the right got their way, maybe the poorest of the poor would have that bill covered by the government. But because of the Giga Chad left, all of a sudden every student in America has it for free.
But we never had a problem with insurance paying anything until Obama took office and come up with the free healthcare
expanded access to insurance. So I just want to clarify your argument is that Obama expanding access to insurance retracted your access to insurance.
We didn't qualify for it because we made too much money.
Okay, vote progressive. Vote.
Should I put up another video today?
For people that think there should be no such thing as qualifications based on income, everyone need to go up. That's how we do it. In fact, your taxes go down. The average American is getting a damn good deal. Taxes go down and you get free healthcare. Fuck. Oh my God. That's the progressive agenda for 2028.
Okay, the military deal's still up for debate. China's coming up pretty damn quick. What are we going to do?
We cut our military budget in half and then subtract $200 billion, and we would still be spending more on our military than China. We'd still, dude, cut it in half, subtract 200 billion, still spending more than China.
So what stops them?
What stops China?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I understand the nature of your question.
They're producing more fighter planes, more ships, faster than we can make them. Who's talking?
Well, then maybe we should stop depleting our reserves on a needless, senseless war in Iran. Ever thought of that?
What should I do it on? Like, what about? What should I do it about?
Before?
You don't want to have nuclear weapons.
Okay.
stupid enough
Yeah,
to
we
do
had
it.
an agreement to prevent them from having nukes. It was called the JCPOA. Trump ripped it up because
They
it had
still did
Obama's
it.
signature on it.
They still did it.
Give me evidence of that.
Nobody has it. But we
Nobody
don't know.
has any evidence of this?
But nobody knows.
Nobody
That's
knows.
the deal.
No, actually, we do know because the deal that we had with them necessitated 24/7 access to surveillance cameras through tamper-proof cameras in every enrichment site in Iran, plus 300 in-person visits per year per facility, plus 24/7 surveillance footage from literal fucking satellites tracking all the cars going in and out of the facilities. Even Trump signed off on this under his first term that Iran was abiding by the agreement and not developing nuclear weapons.
Brian, let me help you out. Brian, real quick. I'll help you
Oh,
out.
no, 1 second.
Get
Sit
in
down.
there.
Sit down,
I
Brad.
think Brian will
I don't-
agree
I
this is a
don't
good
care.
way to.
How politics work? That's broad. It's really broad. Like what specifically? That would be. Yeah. No, I'm actually taking civics right now. Yep. I could do a series, and I could do like one video on the executive branch, then one or a few on the executive branch, because that would be a big part. And the judicial branch, and then 2 for the legislative, because there's the House and the Senate. Which one should I do first? Because save the best for last. Which one should I do first?
That's
I'm
right.
saying, that
That's
part
okay,
of the
Brad.
world don't.
Being a grifter, Brad.
So all you have to do to show me you're not explain the microaggression. Explain how you thought those were real microaggressions. Like,
Sure, if you
worthy
could
of doing what
demonstrate-
you did.
Of course, if you could demonstrate the relevance to the topic.
To draw your judgment into character.
Oh wait, so you're saying that my judgment and character is relevant insofar as why
The
you support Trump as
person
president?
who has a mass following to which most people, I think, would equate to a televangelist.
Okay.
A deity, sir, or somebody religious figure, giving them, I'm just telling you the truth, folks. And the truth is good because I am good.
You know
So-
what's true? Trump is a rapist. You know what else
Yeah,
is true?
okay.
Trump admitting to barging into the dressing rooms of
Hey, Dean,
naked
Dean,
beauty pageant contestants.
Dean,
You know what
Dean.
else is true?
They picked that
Trump
rapist
has,
over your girl. They picked that rapist over your girl.
Yeah, which makes a third fact true that you're an evil dumbass. Because only
Yeah,
evil
a lot of
dumbass
evil
can make a
dumbasses, according
president.
to you, right?
Rapist
A lot of evil
president.
dumbasses.
Oh, if you think a rapist should be president, sure.
Sure, I do, but maybe you can convince me otherwise
Damn.
by showing me the character of your judgment, because it does suck that
Wait,
people
my
find a rapist more
character?
reliable.
Wait, my character?
Again, why did you label Z a microaggressor?
Yeah, as soon as you could describe how it relates to the topic above my head.
Did I miss where I literally said, I want to know what your character is like? I feel you threw that young lady under the bus
Okay.
in order to elevate yourself along with all those other TikTokers.
Okay, thank you for sharing your feelings. Now let's talk about the topic. It says, how do
So
you
I
still
know
support
that
Trump
you
as
are
president?
a person whose judgment I can trust. I
Oh,
would like to
oh,
know your thought process of why you thought those were valid
let me clarify.
microaggressions.
Let me clarify this to you. You shouldn't
Yes.
trust what I say because I'm saying it. You should trust what I say because
I've
of the
seen the
evidence
video.
that proves it to be true.
Yeah, here, Dean. I saw the video, which I thought there's no way anybody in their right mind would say that was anything but at the very least an accidental microaggression,
Okay.
which you would most certainly never throw the creator of a movement
Mhm.
under the bus for
Yeah.
just to capitulate to a few random girls.
Sure.
So again,
Mhm.
so I understand the quality of your judgment and experience since this was a year ago. Explain to me how you felt those were valid microaggressions.
Sure. If you could demonstrate how it's relevant to the topic of this live stream, which is how do you still support Trump?
Did anybody?
You attempted to demonstrate it's relevant by saying, well, Dean, I need to ensure that you have a good character so I could trust what you say. Well, then I described that actually, no, you shouldn't trust what I say because of your thoughts on my character. You should trust what I
Dean,
say
what am I-
because of the evidence that I could give to justify it. Now, if you want to debate the claim
Dean,
that Z
Dean,
did not engage in microaggressions,
Dean.
then go feel free to find another debate live that says, did Z engage in microaggressions? But this top line right here does not say, did Z
Dean,
engage in
wait,
microaggressions?
stop.
This top line says,
You
how
gotta
do
stop.
you still support
You can't be
Trump?
this much of a fake. You can't be this much of a fake. Dean, your decision in what happened to who you sided with, clearly, did you understand the consequences of which side you picked?
Demonstrate how
Dean-
your question is relevant to the topic of
Dean,
the live.
I'm trying to judge your character as a person, how you
Okay.
literally
Wait.
Okay. I'm going to start on it. This is what I made this whole life for. But I needed some Dean. I watch Dean every day. That's my reason to keep going. He's my reason to do this. He inspired me to do this a lot. Okay. And I'm devoting every day to doing it too. The only times I'm not going to be posting is probably going to be when I'm on vacation, or I'm spending time with family, family's over. I'm at family's house for the weekend, stuff like that. I might post little stuff too when that happens, but I don't know. Just try to make it part of my life. Because in 20 or so years, it's going to be like my whole life. So, we'll see. I wish the video camera was as good as the photo camera. I don't know why there's like a big difference when it comes to that. Feel free to ask any questions. I will answer them. It might be with what's the word I'm looking for? Biased. It might be with bias, but I will answer it. Okay, let's see. Okay, put it up in my chair. Okay. Determination and family is what we need most to keep going, especially with our career. Facts. But when I film these videos, I do like the little images. I do like the little images. Like on top of my captions. I don't know if I should keep doing that because it takes a lot of time for me to edit to do that. And I could be pushing out more content if I didn't have to do that. But I feel like it works best with like different videos other than political videos. Like if you go look on my main account at TreyBurden11 on TikTok, you'll see, like, I did a video about Bessie Coleman, and I did it, but I like edited the face so much that it's like bad. But the most recent video I posted, I think, is the best because I didn't edit like the stuff. I just had really good lighting, you know. So, okay, I'm gonna start it now. I'm gonna break it down into like sections, and I'm gonna stop and start recording too. Let's see. Okay, here we go. The U.S. government has 3 branches, but most people don't really understand how the judicial branch works. Judicial. The U.S. government has 3 branches, but most people don't really understand how the judicial branch works. Okay, that's my first bit. These are 3 branches of the government. There are 3 branches of the government: legislative, executive, and judicial. There are 3 branches of the United States government. That was bad. Legislative, executive, and judicial. There are three branches of the United States government: legislative, executive, and the one we're talking about today, judicial. Okay. If you're just coming in, ask me any questions, I will answer it. I'm filming a YouTube, TikTok video right now. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret laws and decide how they apply in real cases, not to create laws. At the top is the Supreme Court. At the top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 justices. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret laws, not decide how they're applied in real cases, not to create laws. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret laws and decide how they apply in real cases, not to create laws. At the top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 justices. The judicial, good Lord. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret laws and decide how they apply in real cases, not to create laws. At the top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 justices. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret laws and decide how they are applied in real cases, not to create laws. At the top is the Supreme Court. At the top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 justices. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret laws and decide how they are applied in real cases, not to create laws. At the top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 justices. Shit. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret laws and decide how they are applied in real cases, not to create them. At the top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 justices. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret laws and decide how they are applied in real cases, not to create them. At the top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 justices. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to create laws. Shit, that's not its job. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. If you're just now joining in, I am making a YouTube video. I mean, not a YouTube. I keep saying YouTube because I'm streaming on YouTube. But I'm making a TikTok video for my campaign. This is my TikTok if you want to go check it out. Love you guys. That's your president. Check out the comment. Engagement is key. I love engagement. Engage, engage, engage. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret. That was really bad. It's government. Legislative, executive, and the one we're talking about today, judicial. 3 branches. U.S. government has 3 branches, but most people don't really understand how the judicial branch works. 3 branches of the United States government: legislative, executive, and the one we're talking about today, judicial. 3 branches of the United States government: legislative, executive, and the one we're talking. U.S. 3 branches of the United States government: legislative. U.S. government has 3 branches, but the U.S. government has 3 branches. U.S. government has 3 branches. 3 branches of the United States government. U.S. government has 3 branches, but testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Testing 4 5 6 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Testing 4 5 6 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Testing test. Okay. The U.S. government has 3 branches, but most people don't really understand how the judicial branch works. The United States government has 3 branches, but most people don't really understand how the judicial branch works. There are 3 branches of the government: legislative, executive, and the one we're talking about today, judicial. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret laws, not make them. And the judicial branch is the court system. The judicial branch is the court system. Its job is to interpret and decide how laws are used in real cases, not make them. At the top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 judges. The reason it's not 10 is because then there would be able to be ties. Shoot. Crap. The top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 judges. The reason it's not 10 is the top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 judges. The reason it's The top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 judges. The top is the Supreme Court, which is made The top is the Supreme Court, which is made up of 9 judges. Kayaob. The head of the Supreme Court is called the Chief Justice of the United States. Right now, that position is held by Chief Justice John Roberts. Right now, that position is held by Chief Justice John Roberts. The longest serving current justice is The longest serving current justice is Justice Thomas Roberts. What the freak? 2 last names. I am tripping. Y'all save me. The longest serving current justice is Justice Clarence Thomas. The longest serving current justice is Justice Clarence Thomas. Supreme Court justices serve life terms, meaning they stay in office until they retire, resign, or pass away. Supreme Court justices serve life terms, meaning that they stay in office until they either resign, retire, or pass away. Justices are nominated by the President and then confirmed by the Senate. Justices are nominated by the President. The nomination for United States justices first goes to the Chucky Mushroom.
Court justices serve life terms.
Oh, shoot me.
For United States justices first goes to the nomination for United States justices. Longest serving current justice is Justice Clarence Thomas. Longest serving current justice is Justice Clarence Thomas. Longest serving current justice is Justice Clarence. Longest serving current justice is Justice Clarence Thomas.
Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry.
Nomination for United States justices first goes to the President. Court justices serve life terms, meaning that they stay in office until they either resign, retire, or pass away. Court justices serve life terms, meaning justices are not.
Okay, y'all. Okay. Y'all vote me for president, okay? Love y'all. Every single one of y'all. Still trying to think of a slogan. I understand the mistakes. I was recording a video earlier and I was in a public place and it was hard to say. So, facts. That is facts. Sorry I missed it for 5 minutes, but that's facts. Okay, here we go. Justices are first nominated. The nomination for justices. The president nominates justices. No. Justices are nominated by the president and then confirmed by the Senate. Justices are nominated by the president and then confirmed by the Senate. The Supreme Court and other federal courts make decisions that can affect voting rights, laws, and everyday life across the country. So even though it's not always in the news, it plays a huge role in how the country runs. The Supreme Court and other federal courts make decisions that can affect voting rights, laws, and everyday life across the country. So even though it's not always in the news, it plays a huge role in how the country runs. I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. Okay. The Supreme Court and other federal courts make decisions that can affect voting rights, laws, and everyday life across the country. So even though it's not always in the news, it plays a huge role in how the country runs. The Supreme Court and other federal courts make decisions that can affect voting rights, laws, and everyday life across the country. Make decisions that can affect voting rights, laws, and everyday life across the country. Make decisions that can affect voting rights, laws, and Y'all, I'm actually about to crash out. My storage is full. I hate my life. Crap. Court and other federal courts. Supreme Court and other federal courts. Supreme Court and other federal courts. Y'all, this is so frustrating. This is why I hate recording. Like, actually, this is why it takes me so long to record, because I can never get it right the first time. Even if you, like, go look on my YouTube channel and the Alto Sax for Dummies. Oh, my goodness. I cannot tell you how many times that it took me to actually get it right. And it was filmed at school, too. Y'all should also go follow my friends, Cedric, AP4 Potato, something like that. He's a contributor in that video because he was like a background actor for no reason. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let's do this. The Supreme Court and other federal courts make decisions that can affect what? Court and other federal courts. Supreme Court and other The Supreme Court and other federal courts make decisions that can affect your voting rights. Supreme Court and other federal courts. The Supreme Court and other federal courts can make decisions that can affect voting rights, laws, and everyday life across the country. So even though it's not always in the news, it plays a huge role in how the country runs. So even though it might not always be in the news, it plays a huge role in how our country runs. I'm Trey, and I'm running for the Democratic Party as president in 2048. I finally got it. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. And now I got to edit it. And that's where y'all come in. I need your opinion. Should I keep adding pictures to my videos to make it more intriguing? Because I don't know if that actually makes it more intriguing or not. It just takes a buttload of time to actually edit. And I could push more videos out if I didn't have to do that every time. Or should I just do it like the main points? Like a courthouse for the judicial, then all the 9 justices, then the Chief Justice, and this longest serving justice, like that. Y'all think that'd be good? Anyways, I'm gonna take down my setup. Oh crap! That fell. And this is my light. This is all you need. All you need. Look. This is all you need right here. Just a little selfie light. It's bright enough. And I keep it plugged up so I can have maximum light. It levels up your quality. And behind me, all I have is a blanket as a background. I think a sheet would be easier and better. And the blanket, it's actually hanging on my roof because my bed is right there. It's quite small. Ooh. Okay, there we go. And this is the tripod I have for my phone. I got it from TikTok Shop. Really good quality. Didn't even pay $10 for it. Free shipping too. And it also came with this. And I got a more expensive white one. And it broke when I was using it. And it was actually ugly. So, kind of glad it broke, But, yeah, that's that. And then for my mics, I have Small Rig. This is the Small Rig S60, I believe. Comes with 2. Oh my goodness, let me turn this down. Comes with 2 receivers, which are the microphones. And you take it out. You can press it. Oh my goodness. You can press it once. It's loading because it's not actually plugged up all the way right now. There we go. If you do do a really big power source to it, once the receiver, plug a Chromebook charger into it, it will make it not good. So what you can do is, see how it's green right now? That means that it's oh no, it's not green. I'm dumb. It's blue right now. If you can't see, it's blue. And then you tap it once and it turns green. That's going to kind of back out, delete the background noise. If I hold it back here, y'all can actually see. And then if I double tap it, it turns red. That mutes it. Right here is the receiver. I have Type-C, but they have all types. And this setup is $45, but I got it for free. And it also comes with this magnet. That's how it's on my shirt. And it all stays in this little thing. About the size of my palm. Literally the size of my palm. And then it comes in this lovely little box. Comes open. It actually came with a little thing, but it got ripped up. It comes with 2 of these necklaces. You can, like, you know. And then it comes with a charger. This is just another charger I have in there from something else. And it comes with 2 dead cats or wind muffs. The people in the content creator world call them dead cats. But those are that one gray, one gray, one black. You can also hold on to it like this if you want to do like that. And then the final thing, like if you want to clip it onto a hat or something, you got a clip. But that's all that comes with it. It's nice. The mic is really good. And it's very versatile. And the phone I record on for all my videos, my iPhone 16 Plus. But I'm going to put this up. And it also comes with a place for you to put a light on the back if you want to do that. And a slot for a light too. But I don't have those kind of lights right now. And you can loosen up this, make it go down, film some content like you type it on your keyboard. This thing spins around. And it goes quite far out. I think it's like 5 feet maybe. Yeah, I think it's 5 feet. And this thing, you just loosen it. Comes out all the way. You can lock it at any point you want. Like if you want to put it on a table. Like that. Twist it. It's locked. Not going nowhere. Unless you actually want to close it. And you can untwist it. It shows you kind of the directions right here. And most people like to keep it on for like aesthetics. Because it is a good label. But that's that. Twist this back up. And I just put it in my drawer. It's so small, you could even put it in your pants, you know. If you wanna film like in a grocery store or something, you could just put it in your pants. And you could just whip it out when you want to film. And this light, put it in your pocket. And both the light, the mic, all the light, the mics, and the tripod, you could just throw in a bag, you know. Throw anywhere. Okay, I'm going to put a poll up. Give me just a second, y'all. Trying to figure out. Oh, there. Okay, I think the poll's up. Is it there? Can you all tell me if it's there, please? Oh, there we go. Type yes or no in chat, please. But while that's running. I'm probably about to be getting off in a few minutes here.
The United States government has 3 branches, but most people don't really understand how the judicial branch works. Branches of the government: legislative, executive, and the one we're talking about today, judicial. Judicial branch is the court system. Job is to interpret and decide how laws are used in real cases.
Type yes. That's how it actually shows on the poll if you type yes. Wait, what? That's weird. I'm sorry.
United States government has 3 branches. Branches. Judicial branch system. Job is to top judges.
I think that's what sets me apart from other creators is that I actually do that.
Right.
But I think I'm going to try to minimize it because it's taking a lot of my time and I'm not really getting any time to do anything else, you know. I hope you or y'all understand.
Even though president in 2048. President in 2048. The United States government has 3 branches. The United States government has 3 branches. The United States government has 3 branches, but most people don't really understand how the judicial branch works. Branches of the government.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get off and edit this video with some music playing. I will see y'all. I might go live tomorrow. I don't know. These lives aren't really being successful, so there's really no point in doing it. But I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Peace.